Hi, my name is Suzanne Vega. I'm from New York City. And this first song I'd like to do is called Tom's Diner, which is about Tom's restaurant in New York City. I am sitting in the morning at the diner on the corner. I am waiting at the counter for the man to pour the coffee, and he fills it only halfway, and before I even argue, he is looking out the window at somebody coming in. It is always nice to see you, says the man behind the counter to the woman who has come in. She is shaking her umbrella, and I look the other way as they are kissing their hellos, and I'm pretending not to see them, and instead I pour the milk. I open up the paper, there's a story of an actor who had died while he was drinking. It was no one I had heard of, and I'm turning to the horoscope and looking for the funnies when I'm feeling someone watching me, and so I raise my head. There's a woman on the outside looking inside. Does she see me? No, she does not really see me, 'cause she sees her own reflection, and I'm trying not to notice that she's hitching up her skirt, and while she's straightening her stockings, her hair has gotten wet. Oh, this rain, it will continue through the morning as I'm listening to the bells of the cathedral. I am thinking of your voice and of the midnight picnic once upon a time before the rain began. And I finish up my coffee and it's time to catch the train. Thank you. This song is called Some Journey. Some journey, where would we be now? If we had met on some eastbound train through some black sleeping town, would you have worn your silken robes all made of royal blood? Would I have dressed in smoke and fire for you to see through? In some darkened room where people do not stay, where shadows touch and pass right through and never see the day, would you have taken me upstairs and turned the lamplight low? Would I have shown my secret self and disappeared like the snow? I could have played your little girl, or I could have played your wife. I could have played your mistress, running danger down through your life. I could have played your lady fair, all dressed in lace like the foam from the sea. I could have been your woman of the road, as long as you did not come back home to me. That song was called Some Journey. I think I said that before. This song is called Small Blue Thing. And one day I'll learn how to say it in German. It's a love song. Or I guess you could call it a love song. And the first line of it says, today I am a small blue thing. Like a marble or an eye, with my knees against my mouth, I am perfectly round. I am watching you. I am cold against your skin. You are perfectly reflected. Lost inside your pocket, I am lost against your fingers. I am falling down the stairs. I am skipping on the sidewalk. I am thrown against the sky. I am raining down in pieces. I am scattering like light, scattering like light, scattering like light. Today I am a small blue thing, made of china, made of glass. I am cool and smooth and curious. I never blink. I am turning in your hand, turning in your hand. I am cold against your skin. You are perfectly reflected. I am lost inside your pocket. I am lost against your fingers. I am falling down the stairs. I am skipping on the sidewalk. I am thrown against the sky. I am raining down in pieces. I am scattering like light, scattering like light, scattering like light. Today I am a small blue thing, like a marble or an eye. I am cool and smooth and curious. I never blink. I am turning in your hand, turning in your hand, turning in your hand. Small blue thing, turning in your hand. It It just happens a lot. Walk with me, and we will see what we have got. My footsteps are ticking like water dripping from a tree, walking a hairline and stepping very carefully. My heart is broken. It's worn out at the knees, hearing muffled, seeing blind. Soon it will hit the deep freeze. And something is cracking. I don't know where. Ice on the sidewalk, brittle branches in the air. The sun is blinding, dizzy golden dancing green through the park in the afternoon, wondering where the hell I have been. That song was called Cracking. The song is called Undertow. I guess you could say that it's a love song. It's a strange sort of love song. Swallow you whole. I would leave only bones and teeth. We could see what was underneath, and you would be free then. Once I thought only tears could make us free. Salt wearing down to the bone, like sand against the stone, against the shoreline. I am friend to the undertow. I take you in, I don't let go, and now I have you. From the edge of a knife, from the point of a needle, from a diamond, from a bullet in flight. I would be free then. I am friend to the undertow. I take you in, I don't let go, and now I have you. Go. sleek. And instead I find this hunger's made me weak. I believe right now if I could, I would swallow you whole. I would leave only bones and teeth. We could see what was underneath, and you would be free then, free then. I am friend to the undertow. I take you in, I don't let go, and now I love you. I am friend to the undertow. I take you in, I don't let go, and now I love you. Thank you. I forgot for a minute what the next song was going to be. This next song is called The Queen and the Soldier. It's kind of like a folk song. The soldier came knocking upon the queen's door. He said, I am not fighting for you anymore. And the queen knew she'd seen his face someplace before, and slowly she let him inside. He said, I've watched your palace up here on the hill, and I've wondered who's the woman for whom we all kill. But I am leaving tomorrow, and you can do what you will. Only first I am asking you why. And down the long narrow hall he was led, into her room with her tapestries red. And she never once took the crown from her head. She asked him there to sit down. He said, I see you now, and you are so very young, but I've seen more battles lost than I have battles won. And I've got this intuition, says it's all for your fun. And now will you tell me why? Well, the young queen, she fixed him with an arrogant eye. She said, you won't understand, and you may as well not try. But her face was a child, and he thought she would cry. But she closed herself up like a fan. She said, I've swallowed a secret burning thread. It cuts me inside, and often I've bled. And he laid his hand then on the top of her head, and he bowed her down to the ground. As you are living here alone, and you are never revealed. But I won't march again on your battlefield. And he took her to the window to see. And the sun, it was gold, though the sky, it was gray. And she wanted more than she ever could say. But she knew how it frightened her, and she turned away and would not look at his face again. And he said, I want to live as an honest man. understand. Your Highness, your ways are very strange. But the crown, it had fallen, and she thought she would break. And she stood there, ashamed of the way her heart ached. And she took him to the doorstep, and she asked him to wait. She would only be a moment inside. And out in the distance her order was heard, and the soldier was killed, still waiting for her word. And while the queen went on strangling in the solitude she preferred, the battle continued on.
It's nice to be here in Berlin. This is our first gig here in Germany. Thank you. This next song is called Night Moves.
Watch while the queen, in one false move, turns herself into a pawn. Sleepy and shaken, and watching while the blurry night turns into a very clear dawn. Do you love any? Do you love none? Do you love many? Can you love one? Do you love me? Do you love any? Do you love none? Do you love 20? Can you love one? Do you love me? One false move and a secret prophecy. Well, if you hold it against her, first hold it up and see that it's one side stone, one side fire, standing alone among all men's desire. They want to know, do you love any? Do you love none? Do you love many? Can you love one? Do you love me? Do you love any? Do you love none? Do you love 20? Can you love one? Do you love me? And if you wonder what I am doing as I am heading for the sink, I am spitting out all the bitterness along with half of my last drink. I am thinking of your woman who is crying in the hall. It's like drinking gasoline to quench a thirst until there's nothing there left at all. Do you love any? Love none? Do you love many? Can you love one? Do you love me? Do you love any? Do you love none? Do you love 20? Can you love one? Do you love me? And walk on her blind side was the answer to the joke. It said there isn't a political bone in her body. Well, she would rather be a riddle, but she keeps challenging the future with a profound lack of history. Do you love any? Do you love none? Do you love many? Can you love one? Do you love me? Do you love any? Do you love none? Do you love 20? Can you love one? Do you love me? And watch while the queen, in one false move, turns herself into a pawn. Sleepy and shaken, and watching while the blurry night turns into a very clear dawn. Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? a sound across the alley of cold metal touching skin, and you can see if you look in her window that she has gone and cut her hair again. Straight lines, straight lines. She wants to cut through the circle that she has lived in before. She wants to finally kill the delusions. She won't need them anymore. 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 She's cut down on her lovers, though she still dreams of them at night. She's growing straight lines where once were flowers. She is streamlined, she is taking the shade down from the light. To see the straight lines, straight lines. She wants to cut through the circles that she has lived in before. She wants to finally kill the delusions. She won't need them anymore. 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 There's a sound across the alley of cold metal, too close to the bone, and you can see if you look in her window the face of a woman finally alone. Behind straight lines, straight lines. Behind straight lines, straight Thank you. We go to the playground in the wintertime. The sun is fading fast upon the slides into the past, upon the swings of indecision in the wintertime. And the dimming diamonds scattering in the park, and the tickling and the trembling of freeze tag in the dark. We play that we're actors on a movie screen. I will be Dietrich and you can be Dean. You stand with your hand in your pocket and lean against the wall. You will be Bogart and I will be Bacall. And we can
sky, to the street, to the night. Slow fade now to black. Play me one more game of chivalry, you and me. Do you see where I've been hiding in this hide and seek? And we go to the playground in the wintertime. The sun is fading fast upon the slides into the past, upon the swings of indecision in the wintertime, 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 wintertime. We can only say yes now to the sky, to the street, to the night. We can only say yes now to the sky, to the street, to the night. This song is called Luka. Is that right? It's the right next song, right? Huh? Two. Okay. Whoops. And Luka was a boy that I used to see in my old neighborhood, although it's not so much about him as it is his name. And it really could be about almost anyone who's been abused in some way. Yes, I think you've seen me before. If you hear something late at night, some kind of trouble, some kind of fight, just don't ask me what it was. Just don't ask me what it was. Just don't ask me what it was. I think it's 'cause I'm clumsy. I try not to talk too loud. Maybe it's because I'm crazy. I try not to act too loud. And they only hit until you cry. And after that, you don't ask why. You just don't argue anymore. Just don't argue anymore. Just don't argue anymore. I think I'm okay. I walked into the door again. Well, if you ask, that's what I'll say. It's not your business anyway. I guess I'd like to be alone with nothing broken, nothing wrong. Just don't ask me how I am. Just don't ask me how I am. Just don't ask me how I am. My name is Luka. I live on the second floor. I live upstairs from you. Yes, I think you've seen me before. If you hear something late at night, some kind of trouble, some kind of fight, just don't ask me what it was. Just don't ask me what it was. Just don't ask me what it was. And they only hit until you cry. And after that, you don't ask why.
Thank you. Thank you. This next song is called Left of Center, and it was written because, well, first there's a story that goes along with it, which is that when I was younger and I was in the 3rd grade, there were 2 social groups. There was the in group and there was the out group. And the in group would play a game called, what we called RCK, which meant Run, Catch, Kiss, which means you run after the person, you know, of the opposite sex that you like the best, and you run after them, you catch them, and you kiss them, and you run away. And I believe this game is still played. But no, but then that was what the in group played, and the out group generally could be found playing Star Trek in the other corner of the yard. Now, if you're wondering which group I was in, I was usually playing Mr. Spock. Yes, the one with the pointy ears. So over the summer, when I was approached to write a song for a movie, and it said that this girl was a 17-year-old girl who felt that she didn't fit in, that she was in the out group of, you know, her school. So I thought, well, that's interesting, and I thought, well, maybe I could write something from that point of view. So that's what this song is.
1, 2, 3.
If you want me, you can find me left of center off of the strip, in the outskirts and in the fringes, in the corner out of the grip. If you want me, you can find me left of center off of the strip, in the outskirts and in the fringes, in the corner out of the grip. And when they ask me, what are you looking at, I always answer, nothing much, not much. I think they know that I'm looking at them. I think they think I must be out of touch, but I'm only in the outskirts and in the fringes, on the edge and off the avenue. And if you want me, you can find me left of center, wondering about you. I think that somehow, somewhere inside of us, we must be similar, if not the same. So I continue to be wanting you left of center, against the grain. And if you want me, you can find me left of center off of the strip, in the outskirts and in the fringes, in the corner out of the grip. And when they ask me, what are you looking at, I always answer, nothing much, not much. I think they know that I'm looking at them. I think they think I must be out of touch, but I'm only in the outskirts and in the fringes, on the edge and off the avenue. And if you want me, you can find me left of center, wondering about you. If you want me, you can find me left of center, wondering about you.
Thank you. So a couple of years ago, I had a picture on my wall. It was a picture of Marlene Dietrich, and that's why this next song is called Marlene on the Wall. That's the name of this next song. Even if I am in love with you, all this to say, what's it to you? Observe the blood, the rose tattoo, the fingerprints on me from you. Other evidence has shown that you and I are still alone. Skirt around the danger zone and don't talk about it later. Marlene watches from the wall, her
says it all as she records the rise and fall of every soldier passing. But the only soldier now is me, fighting things I cannot see. I think it's called my destiny that I am changing. Marlene on the wall. Well, I walked to your house in the afternoon by the butcher shop with the sawdust strewn. Don't give away the goods too soon is what she might have told me. And I tried so hard to resist when you held me in your handsome fist and reminded me of the night we kissed and of why I should be leaving. Marlene watches from the wall. Her mocking smile says it all as she records the rise and fall of every soldier passing. But the only soldier now is me, fighting things I cannot see. I think it's called my destiny that I am changing. Marlene on the wall. Her mocking smile says it all as she records the rise and fall of every soldier passing. But the only soldier now is me, I'm fighting things I cannot see. I think it's called my destiny that I am changing. Marlene on the wall. And even if I am in love with you, all this to say, what's it to you? Observe the blood, rose tattoo of the fingerprints on me from you. Other evidence has shown that you and I are still alone. We skirt around the danger zone and don't talk about it later. I tried so hard to resist when you held me in your handsome fist and reminded me of the night we kissed and of what I should be. Marlene watches from the wall. Her mocking smile says it all as she records the rise and fall of every man who's been here. But the only one here now is me, fighting things I cannot see. I think it's called my destiny that I am changing, 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 changing. Marlene watches from the wall. Her mocking smile says it all as she records the rise and fall of every soldier passing. The only soldier now is me, I'm fighting things I cannot see. I think it's called my destiny that I am changing. Marlene on the wall.
Thank you. So we have one more song we'd like to do. And before I do that one last song, I'd like to introduce the band. Peter Zale on synthesizer. Mike Visceglia on bass. Sue Evans on drums. And Jon Gordon on electric guitar. So now we'd like to close with a song called Neighborhood Girls, which was inspired by a conversation that I overheard one day. Mackenzie's bar, and we were interested in her, and and her clientele. We just wonder where she's gone. Oh, she's gone, yes, she's gone, gone. Yes, she's gone, gone, gone. I think I know your neighborhood girl. She lives on my street now with eyes of ice. I've seen her in the morning when she is walking in the sun, and I always thought that she looked kind of nice. She spoke to me once at a party, I think, and I thought at the time that she had too much to drink, because she said to me, there's a backbone gone, and I've got to get it back before going home. Girl, she seems to have resigned. She was looking out at people from the back of her mind, and before she went off, she spoke to me again. She came up and said, you have the eyes of a friend, and there's a razor's edge that I have lost somewhere, and I would like it back. So if you see me anywhere, I've been out for a while, but I'll be back in a bit. I am just walking through the smoke, finding out if this is it. To hear a straight line to help me find my way. I looked at her and I did not know what to say. She had long black Must be a different neighborhood girl, 'cause ours had blonde hair in front of Mackenzie's bar, and we were interested in her and her clientele. We just wonder where she's gone. Oh, she's gone, yes, she's gone, gone. Yes, she's gone, gone, gone. Thank you. Station, darling, and I've been waiting for your train. I am at your halfway station, darling, and I've been waiting for your train. You've been too long, darling, and it looks like rain. I have seen these strange little girls who come up to you and they don't know when to stop. I have watched your eye as it follows the line of the leg right up to the top. Now Betty Sue and Mary Jane have come around to play again, but I am standing at your door and I do believe I'll tell them to go home. There's this black widow spider, darling, and she's been walking on my
conversation. I mean, what am I to do with Lisa in the upstairs room and Joan and Martha too?